Hello everybody, I'm Andrew.
And I'm Phil.
And today we're going to be sharing with you some basic tips for your next road trip.
That's right. Now, I know some of these are going to be very obvious to a lot of you, but I'm willing to bet that some of you have never been on a road trip by yourself before or have been the one planning it. So these might be very helpful for you. So let's get to it.
Number one is check your fluids. So basic car maintenance is very important with being an adult.
Yep,
you know?
that's correct.
You don't want to get stranded, especially when you're hundreds of miles away from home. So some of the fluids that you're going to want to check is your oil, your transmission fluid, your coolant, your engine coolant, antifreeze.
Don't want to overheat.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to overheat, especially depending on where you're driving to. That can be pretty problematic.
That's right.
Also, you're going to want to check your windshield washer fluid because it's going to be kind of annoying to not have that whenever you need to clean your windshield, or else you'll have to make an unexpected stop. And another thing that you're going to want to check that is not fluid is what, Phil?
Your tire pressure.
Yep.
Now, none of these things require any sort of expertise. You can do this. I don't care how unfamiliar you are with cars. This is a good opportunity for you. Check your manual if you have it, and if you've lost it, just check the internet or check a YouTube video. I promise you can do it. If I can do it, you can do it.
So remember this saying, Phil. This is something that that I learned whenever I was taking my motorcycle safety course. Is that we always ask mom, right? Like ask mom what to do. Well, we look at our motor owner's manual.
There you go.
So number two, which is also important, is to plan your route.
Now that seems obvious what we're saying, but what we really mean is plan your route so that you're not hitting high traffic places during rush hours or busy commutes. You don't want to get stuck in traffic jams or in just risky situations if you're not prepared for it. If you've never been through a big city, around a big city, it can be pretty intimidating. I know this because my family lives about 12 hours away, and growing up, I've driven through a lot of, busy cities, and it's always been really nerve-wracking because I've never done it before, and then slowly over time, you're like, okay, I know, because I'm going to plan my trip so I'm not hitting them around rush hours, lunch rushes, morning commutes. So it's pretty simple to look this up online and find out when are the high traffic times, and just plan it, get up early if you have to. It's just always better to be safe than to get stuck in traffic and get frustrated. So number three will be to pack a first aid kit. You never know when you're going to get cut, get a burn, get a headache, a stomach ache, and you really don't want to have that while you're trying to drive somewhere and you're way far. It's just really uncomfortable. So it's a smart idea to pack a pretty simple first aid kit. Just some basics, Band-Aids, antibacterial ointments, antidiarrheal medications, some aspirins, antihistamines, whatever you know your body, what kind of stuff you'll deal with. Some of these are real broad. Everybody can get headaches. Everybody can get a stomach ache. You eat something bad on the road.
Gas station sushi.
That's right. And so, that stuff but what you deal with most commonly. You have allergies, pack some allergy medication, stuff like that. So you can buy first aid kits, but some of them are pretty complex when you don't really need it to be. You can keep it simple, or you can pack as much stuff as you think you'll need.
And then we're going to have a good general all-around first aid kit. We'll have an affiliate link in the description, so make sure that you check that out. All right, so for number 4, we have bring a portable charger. Okay. So we become really dependent upon our phones, right? So whenever our phone dies, then we kind of essentially die with it, and
pretty
people
much
panic and go crazy, which it'll be okay if your phone dies. But the best thing is that we can prevent it from dying by having a good portable charger.
That's right. So
we got 2 links, affiliate links in the description for them. The first one, which is the least expensive one, is the Anker 313. So I really like the Anker products. They work really good.
The 313 is about $20. It's going to do exactly what you need to do. It's going to charge your phone, let you make a call, make you send a message, whatever you need it to do. That's what it's there for. Now the other one, the 733. You have experience with.
So the 733, I really like it a lot because now when we travel, we usually have, your laptop on you, you got a tablet, and you got a phone. and the 733 will charge all of it. It also has pass-through charging where you can plug it up in a wall outlet while you're using your computer. Yeah. It'll charge up to 65 watts, which nowadays any modern laptop, that's plenty of wattage to do that. And while it's doing pass-through charging onto the laptop, it is charging the backup battery as well. So the backup battery can charge a laptop depending on the laptop and the size of the battery, 2 to 3 times. As well as the same, if not more, charges for your tablet and for your phone. So it's a lot more pricier.
That's right. It's about $99. Now, the reason we're putting this on the list is, obviously, like we said, we've become so reliant on our phones, and I guarantee you, so many people are just get in the car for the road trip. They're like, well, I got my phone; it does everything I need to do. You don't want to rely on just your phone battery to protect you. You got your entertainment on there. You've got your GPS, you've got pretty much all your entertainment apps and your communication, navigation, plus your emergency light that some people will get to a little bit in a minute.
Yeah.
That's a lot to put on your battery and just charging it on your... So why not protect yourself, have a little spare wattage there, and keep your phone charged.
So now we're at number 5, and that is download any app that you think you might need before the trip.
We know that you're going to be listening to music, listening to audiobooks, podcasts, using it for navigation. So you want to prepare for that, because we're all used to streaming. We stream all the time, and a lot of times away from home. The more you rely on your, outside of your Wi-Fi and into your data, that's going to eat up your battery when you're streaming. And so let's save yourself the headache. Download your audiobooks, your podcasts, you can even download music. I know there's a lot of music on your library, but you can download quite a bit of music before. And any apps you might need, navigational apps, anything like that, just take care of that stuff when you have Wi-Fi, and then you don't have to worry about streaming away from home. Because, like I said, if you're out in the middle of nowhere, it's going to be a little bit harder to find that signal.
Yep, and then if you already have it downloaded, it's just going to run so much more smoother.
That's right.
So for number 6, we're going to want to make sure that spare tire is good. And so what we mean by spare tire is good is making sure it has the proper tread on it. So basically a good rule of thumb is you stick the penny on there, and if the tread reaches the top of Abe Lincoln's head, or if not farther, down to his nose or whatever, to his beard, then you got enough tread. Also, you're going to want to make sure that spare tire is aired up to the proper PSI that your owner's manual says that it should be.
You are going to be putting a lot of wear and tear on your tires on this trip. It increases the chance of a flat. Now, obviously you have your spare, and you really can't, watch a video. If you never change a spare tire, it's not that hard. I've done it. That's what I'm going to say. If I can do it, you can do it. But make sure you watch some YouTube videos. Seriously, there's a YouTube video for everything. So, or just look it up. And also, get yourself a can of Fix-A-Flat. It's about $10. We'll put an affiliate link to it. And this will patch your tire temporarily and inflate the tire in emergency situations. Now, keep in mind, this is a temporary fix just until you get to somewhere where you can replace the tire. Don't try to drive on that Fix-A-Flat for a long time. It's not really made for that.
Right. Just to reiterate that, just so can't stress this enough, the Fix-A-Flat is just to get you to the nearest service station in order to get your tire fixed.
There are other options, such as a Slime. It's sort of similar. You can look this up. It's a similar product that does the same thing. And there are even longer term tire patch kits you can buy, tire plug kits and all this stuff. It's worth looking into. But for an emergency situation, for an affordable one, keep some Fix-A-Flat in your trunk. So
that brings us to number 7, which is bring a good flashlight. So the flashlight that we have here, and there is an affiliate link for it, is the Streamlight 66601.
That's right.
So it's not no demon flashlight as the number is.
It's got a 1 on it.
Yeah, it's got a 1 on it. It's not all
cancels it out.
It's not all 6s.
That's right.
But the reason why this one's nice is I actually personally have one of these. Is the reason why it's nice is because you can charge it with your USB charger. So worst case scenario, it comes down to it. You got your backup charger. It'll plug up via USB and it'll charge it. Provides 250 lumens, which is plenty. It's small enough to fill in your pocket. And the pocket clip that is on the flashlight, if you're wearing a hat and you need to be hands-free, you can clip it to the bill of your hat and boom, you got a headlamp.
Now, this is important because a lot of us rely on that cell phone light. We just think of, again, everything. We put so much our trust into our phone. They're like, it's got a light on it, that'll work.
Yeah.
It's not that good of a light. Plus, you're eating up your
bright
battery. And let's face it, a lot of us don't even have basic stuff like this in our homes or apartments. So, get you a good flashlight like this. Keep it in your house. Take it with you on the road. And you're just going to always be prepared if you're in the dark and you need to see where you're going.
That brings us to the final one, which is number 8.
That's right.
And what is that, Phil?
Now, this is what you've all been thinking about anytime you're on a road trip. What you're going to eat, your snacks, your drinks. Now, coffee and energy drinks are popular for a reason.
Super popular. Keeps you awake.
It's also important, probably just throw this in there, get a good night's sleep before you leave. That's going to save you a lot of trouble. I know that's difficult to just say and then do, but still, that'll give you some energy. But energy drinks and coffee, they're good. They will dehydrate you, so put some bottles of water in your car, bring some. And for snacks, salty snacks, high in sodium, will help you retain water, keep you from having to pee constantly. I mean, I have an overactive bladder anyway, so it will happen anyway. So, but ultimately, what you crave is going to drive what you buy. So, just buy your own snacks. What do you have any go-tos you like to bring?
Well, I always have to have gummy worms.
Gummy worms, interesting
So
choice.
yeah, the Trolley gummy worms.
For some reason,
affiliate link.
For some reason, I have always been a Slim Jim person. I don't know what it is. I don't eat them almost any other time, but road trips are just like, well, hey, Slim Jim.
Yeah.
That fake processed meat just hits the
There
spot.
you go.
So that's my
little excitement.
Step into a Slim Jim.
Rest in peace. So there you go. That's 8 pretty simple road trip tips. We know these are not the most advanced. We know many of you know this stuff already, but for a lot of you, this is new stuff. You just don't think about it. You just jump in your car and go. But you got anything else you want to add?
No, just if you like our videos, be sure to watch the next one that's being recommended at the end of this one. Like and subscribe, and we will see you later.
Thanks for watching.
Goodbye.